very good. Next is another person joining us from online. Ari, are you with us?
I am here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Ari is from Sinafis. Ari, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. So I would like to thank everybody for their attention. So I'm Ari Kambouris, one of the co-founders of Sinafis. You can put the next slide, Julia. Sinafis is a company that we launched in 2016 with the goal of democratizing technology to address some of the problems that are inherent in sustainable development. Next. So before I go into what we've produced, I would like to ask you 3 or 4 questions. If you're a vegetable farmer and you were able to reduce your consumption of water by 20%, with an increase in quality and an increase in shelf life, that would be something that would probably interest you. And if you were a field crop farmer, and by planting at the optimal moment and managing your irrigation systems, if you could gain 15% on your yield, that's probably something that you would be very interested in. And if you were a winemaker or wine farmer, and you were able to reduce your use of phytosanitary products by 25%, and having less pollution into the soil, that's probably something you would want to look into as well. And finally, if you were an organic farmer and you were able to optimize the use of your auxiliaries, the bumblebees, the mini wasps that eat other wasps, and all of that kind of stuff, or your phytotreatments, your biological phytotreatments, that would probably be interesting to you. Next, Julia. And so what we came up with was a system of connected sensors, a sensor that measures the temperature and humidity of the soil, the temperature and humidity of the air, and the humectation of the leaf, the humidity on the leaf. And we send all that over a low-range radio network that's called Sigfox. And then the client or cooperative can consult all of the data in an online application. Next. So we're working on the problem of optimization of water resources, reduction of phytosanitary treatments, improving the quality of the production, the quantity in some cases, refining the annual predictions by tracing the climatic cycles. You may or may not know, but even Meteo France is having difficulty doing predictions of what's happening in the weather more than 3 days in advance. And finally, managing your budget constraints. Next. So the questions that I asked you were not hypothetical questions. They're in fact the results of 3.5 years of deployment in the fields here in France. So we have vegetable producers who have reduced their water consumption by 20% with a better quality, and they've actually changed the manner in which they irrigate. In corn and soy crops, we have an improved yield between 10 and 15% because they plant at the optimal moment and they manage their water differently than they used to. In the vineyards, we've got a 25% reduction of phytotreatments. And in biological organic farms, we've got an increased efficiency when they gain 2 or 3 days, for example, when they release the bumblebees for the pollination. And they've got better disease prevention because they can more accurately apply the leaf treatments that they're using. Next, please. So our value proposition is based on environmental factors, financial factors, as well as organizational factors. Next. We're talking about a global market for sensors that's about 2.5 billion euros in 2024. And the French market is forecast to be 225 million euros in 2024. And we're also talking about a population of clients who have pretty well integrated the new technologies into their farm practice. Next. Our business model is that basically we are 2 to 3 times less costly than the competition. So for 424 euros, excluding VAT, you've got the equipment, a transmitter with 2 sensors, the data transmission, and the web application. Next. And what we've got in the pipes is a distribution deal with In Vivo in France for 2022, and a European distribution with Copert in 2022 as well. And what we're looking for is other distributors and partners to grow the market share. And I think that's it.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
Thank you very much, Ari.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Right on time. Well done. Our next speaker.